Cześć, siemano, z tej strony Jano z kanału Jano Gra i chciałem Cię serdecznie zaprosić na 50. już odcinek Let's Playa z gry Fallout 4. Znajduję się teraz w sanktuarium. Tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje. Tak, jesteśmy w sanktuarium. I w tym momencie chciałbym sobie ulepszyć praworządną władzę, mój karabin laserowy. Sprawdźmy sobie, które ulepszenie by tutaj było najbardziej opłacalne. Emitter fal gamma.
Hey June, you hanging in there?
Oh, well, I guess so. Every day I get up and tell myself, you just have to get through today.
Well, you've been through a rough time, man. The worst. Just, let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hey,
Zrobię sobie wzmocniony emitter fal gamma.
pulling my weight around here, and I'm really trying to do better. Okay?
Come on, there's nothing to apologize for. You worry about you, and everything will take care of itself.
Okay. Thanks, Sturgis. Thanks for checking in on me.
Of course. We look out for our own.
Ulepszoną lufę snajperską sobie zamontuję.
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Ta pełna kolba, którą mamy, powinna być w porządku. Zostawimy sobie kolimator. I zamontujemy koncentrator wiązki. Okej. Teraz nasz karabin praworządna władza powinien być już świetnie ulepszony. Jest to nasz stary przyjaciel Nick Valentine, ale my udamy się z Deaconem, ponieważ teraz czeka nas misja bitwa o Bunker Hill. I mamy sobie dotrzeć do Bunker Hill. Użyję szybkiej podróży, żeby się tam przedostać. No i będziemy walczyć. To jest taka misja, w której ja podzieliłem się z Desdemoną planami ojca i instytutu. Oni chcą odbić szynki, które znajdują się w Bunker Hill, ale ja sabotuję tą misję i załatwię łowczego, który będzie tam ze mną dowodził synkami. Nie wiem dokładnie, jak ta misja jeszcze wygląda, ale zaraz się o tym przekonamy.
I wonder who or what they're protecting against.
Praktycznie jesteśmy już w Bunker Hill, ale misja prowadzi mnie w to miejsce.
I've been waiting for you.
Sytuacja.
What's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved. and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. Going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Okej. Mógłbym go załatwić od razu i sprawdzić, co się stanie, ale to by wzbudziło zbyt duże podejrzenia. Zastanawiam się, jak tam teraz wejść. Przejdę sobie z drugiej strony. Możliwe, że tędy da się wejść. Tak, tutaj drzwi są otwarte. Sprawdzę sobie to znajduję się w tej piwnicy. Mamy jakąś jedną wielką walkę o wszystkich naraz. Sprawdźmy sobie cele misji. Mamy odnaleźć zbiegłe synki. One są chyba tam na górze. Ta wieżyczka najwyraźniej nie chciała współpracować.
Oh, here we go.
Prawdopodobnie skrzynki są gdzieś tutaj.
You there, synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Jest Deacon.
Where'd you go?
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
X4.
We must proceed with the mission.
Yeah. Stay.
We must proceed with the mission.
Zrobię zapis i gościa załatwię, ponieważ nie chcę, żeby ich zabrał.
Excuse me.
Thank you for sparing us.
Hi.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Możesz odejść.
You're safe, okay? I'm gonna let you go.
Oh God, thank you.
Nie wiem, czy to nie będzie jakiś bug w misji, ponieważ... Zabiliśmy owczego przed tym komunikatem tutaj. Wczytam sobie grę i sprawdzę, co się stanie. Jeszcze raz. Przekonamy się o tym.
You're safe, okay? I'm gonna let you go.
Oh God, thank you. I cannot allow you to set these sins free. You will be terminated and your actions will be reported.
I teraz go sobie załatwimy.
You might want to wipe the blood off anything you find there.
Hey,
I can't believe you do that for us. Thank you.
excuse me.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
Ulecę się z 2 steampakami. Co my tu mamy jeszcze ciekawego? Czy oni coś tutaj mieli? Mogę sobie odpocząć na materacu w sumie. No nic więcej tutaj ciekawego nie ma, więc się ewakuujemy stąd. Kolejnym etapem misji będzie porozmawianie z ojcem w ruinach ITW.
Huh? Yes.
Pójdę do ruin ITW i tam się spotkamy z ojcem. Tylko że w tym momencie nie mogę użyć szybkiej podróży, bo jesteśmy w takim dość zabudowanym miejscu pod ziemią. Więc jakoś się stąd wydostanę i to będzie koniec naszej misji. O, ciekawe. Uniform bractwa, laser Gatlinga. Rdzeń fuzyjny Steampack. No dobra, to wystarczy nam z tego lutowania już. Jakby zostaniemy się teraz na zewnątrz. No i zaraz będziemy sobie rozmawiać z ojcem o tym, co zaszło. Prawdopodobnie ukryjemy to, że załatwiliśmy łowczego. No nie wiem, jak to z nim omówimy. Nie mam pojęcia, jak tę sprawę rozwiążemy tutaj w grze. Wydaje mi się, że zwyczajnie go oszukamy chyba. Tylko jak to potwierdzić w rzeczywistości, no ja już nie wiem do końca. Bo te szynki miały być przesłane do instytutu, a tego nie zrobiliśmy, więc... Zaraz sobie wejdziemy do ruin. Tutaj prawdopodobnie gdzieś na górze ta misja się odbywa. Tak, tutaj. Jest ojciec.
Son,
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Co tutaj robisz?
so why come out here?
To put things in perspective, I suppose. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
60 lat w lodówce.
They left me on ice for 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Ty mnie wypuściłeś?
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else. Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Warto było?
Here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
Zasadzka.
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Okej. Teraz mamy udać się na spotkanie z dyrektoriatem Instytutu. Także sobie to zaraz wykonam, jak tylko minie ten ekran ładowania. Jesteśmy prawie już w tym miejscu, w którym się odbywa zebranie.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Pójdziemy sobie wraz z żonem na spotkanie z innymi przedstawicielami tutaj władzy w Instytucie.
Sean.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important. Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
To
In
konieczne?
this world, I'm sure a compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Reaktor?
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Umierasz?
Dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
The latest synth generation is just amazing.
Okej. Czyli dowiedzieliśmy się o tym, że Sean umiera
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
na raka.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Dam
I
radę.
can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Okej. Kończyliśmy misję Nowy Oblicze
Every
Ludzkości.
confidence you'll make a fine director.
No i chyba w tym miejscu będę sobie kończyć ten odcinek. Dziękuję wam bardzo, że jesteście ze mną. lajkujcie, komentujcie oraz subujcie. I widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku. Trzymajcie się, na razie.